Hey guys, Steve back with Ziggy's Lawn and Landscape. We got a couple things to do today. We have to do some oil changes, moving some vehicles around. We got to make some more parking spots. Jimmy's actually right here. He's going to be working on some four-wheelers today in the garage. The Arctic Cat one, this is another Arctic Cat. Changing the oil on my wife's car. It's about 32,000 miles, so it's due. What is this? It's 6th oil change. We change it every 5,000 miles or so. Car's already warmed up. We'll just do a quick walk around. It's a 2021 Toyota RAV4. We bought this brand new, my wife and I, right in the beginning of 2021. It's the LE model. It is a 4-cylinder automatic. 32,371 miles. Now that the hood's popped, I'm gonna set the tripod up here. We're gonna pull up onto some ramps, give me some more ground clearance to work. It's been a while since we've been under here. Number one is once the motor's warmed up to normal operating temperature and you're getting ready to shut it off, I usually take the keys out of the ignition because you don't want someone just random coming in here and trying to start the car when there's no oil in it. Maybe they're trying to check the time or check something on the car, whatever. I like to take the key out and hide it somewhere, glove compartment, or just put it somewhere not in the ignition. Once you're down there and you're draining the oil with the oil drain nut, I like to have the oil cap open for airflow so it's not kind of bubbly when it's coming out. It comes out nice and smooth. It's a good time while you're under here also. You can check the insides of the tires, you can look at the brakes and just make sure nothing else is leaking or anything's visible. So here you go. We have, Walmart sells pretty much any brand oil filter, but they had Toyota, so we might as well use it. 90915-YZZN1 is the oil filter for 2019 to 2022 Toyota RAV4s, 4-cylinder. We picked up a brand new oil drain pan. Has a capacity of 23 quarts, which is really nice for the diesels because they are 16 quarts, I believe. And we have the oil. The parts stores in Walmart does not carry 0W16, so it says in the owner's manual 0W20. Full synthetic is a good alternative. So we will we'll drain the oil and we'll get going. Lots of projects going on, that's for sure. Tools are still all over the place. I like to have, so we'll probably use one of these shelves, have a shelf of at least 3 or 4 oil filters in stock at all times for every vehicle, so we don't have to buy it individually. There's Jim. We don't have to buy it individually every time we need to do it. We'll just have them in stock here. And now having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 3 diesels, we can just have the same oil filter in stock on the shelf. And being that this is a new garage, maybe over here we'll put it, or over here. I like to have a little chart. Maybe we'll put it right in between the 2 dogs. Chart with the oil pan nut, the size of it, so we don't have to look it up every time. The type of oil, the capacity, amount of quarts, and the oil filter number. So we have everything right in front of us. We can take a picture of it and have it for every single vehicle we own. Okay, we're gonna let the rest of that dribble out. The old oil filter's off. The oil is just about drained. Some people do ask us, where do we get rid of our used oil? So as of now, we'll fill this up. And then we have 55-gallon drums that we'll fill. We have 2 of those. We'll fill them up and we'll have a tank truck come and suck it out. And so far we've been getting about 10-11 months out of 110 gallons of used oil, and it's about $100 or so. It's nothing crazy. The ultimate goal would be to have a waste oil heater that we can dump it right into to heat the garage. But for now, this process is working well. Yeah.
Yeah, light
yeah,
coat
so
of...
light coat of oil onto the O-ring. That's where people make mistakes, is they don't put oil on it. Next time they go to change their oil, this thing is like a brick to take off. So
also, yeah, it helps it seat better, and also it makes sure if you put it on dry,
yeah,
there's a chance of that ripping.
Yeah, we won't come back down under here, but pretty much you get the point. We're going to reinstall the drain plug. And once again, everyone has their own sequences of doing things. Some people like to drain the oil first and then do the filter, but with the convenience of it here, we can do both at the same time. And once again, hand tighten No drills, no impacts for the nut. You'll strip the oil pan out and it'll ruin your day.
You just go by feel off of the
Huh?
off the ratchet. Go by feel. Make sure it's definitely on there tight enough, but you don't want it to be too loose, and you don't want to strip the threads, because then you're in a world of trouble.
Yep. So we just run it real quick, the motor, to pump the new oil through the new oil filter. Let it sit for a couple minutes. We'll check the oil, make sure we're good. While we're under here, obviously don't check the antifreeze in the radiator while the engine is hot. Only do that when it's cold, but we'll check the washer fluid, add as necessary. Check your brake fluid, just check all the fluids to make sure they're up to speed. Nothing crazy. It's a newer car, so we don't have to do too much to it. And now for about a minute or two, we'll just check, make sure you're parked on level ground also. That's very important. And this isn't a how-to. Everyone can do it all their own way, all different sequences or whatever. Check it. We're right at the full line. Right there. Cold start, 431,000 miles, running strong. The key to these things is strong batteries, a really good starter, keep the batteries charged with a good alternator, have the glow plug system working, and we never have to plug it in. A little bit of loafing.
All right, I finally got this thing sort of situated, know what's going on with it. Problem on this one was when I bought this for 800 bucks, which is a good deal because this quad running is 2,500 plus. They had the new carb on this quad, but the throttle cable was not hooked up, which a lot of people don't know about these Arctic Cat and these Suzuki quads, is that when you buy a carb off of Amazon, it's not the same throttle setup. The one off of Amazon has threads in here, and so because there's threads in the slot where the throttle cable goes, it doesn't fit, and then everybody thinks, oh, wrong carb, not meant for the quad. That's not true. So if you take a drill bit and you ream it out a little bit and get rid of the threads, the throttle cable snugs right into the hole there, and it works perfect. So this quad was sitting like that. The guy had no idea. He said, I can't find a carburetor for it. So I bought it because obviously I know I've done this probably dozens of times already on various different ones, but that was an issue. Also, it had an issue with the starter clutch. So when you would start it or you'd pull it over, it'd be constantly spinning the starter because it's a one-way clutch. So you'd be pulling it and it would be really hard to pull, and it would spin the starter, and you'd take the starter out and it would work again. So fix that, which was why I had the case pulled apart the other day in the video. So that was fine. And then other than that, I mean, it just needs just clean up and stuff. I mean, tires, I mean, the tires have some life left. The machine is dirty, so it needs to be kind of cleaned up a little bit. Needs a battery, which I'm working on right now, charging one. So I jumped it to this truck, which works fine. And then starter solenoid, it needs one of these. This guy's just dangling, and every time you hit the button, it just clicks. It doesn't actually jump the juice between the two posts. So I've been jumping it with a pair of pliers, but nonetheless, this thing does run. Let me show you real quick. But so it runs. Yeah, the exhaust is loose. It needs there's a set of springs that goes between these two flanges, so that's all that rattling. But other than that, it runs. Wrap this one up another day and get it for sale. This truck still sits the same way, needs a starter before I can even look at it. I'm convinced from the other day, if you watch that video on this truck, to flip it, it could be a fuel issue. A lot of times what happens with these trucks, there's a plastic strainer foot on the bottom of the pickup. Underneath the bed, there's the fuel tank. The pickup sits right there. The strainer foot will break off, and then even though the truck has under a quarter, it can't suck the fuel in, so that could have been a problem too. But obviously you got to fix the starter because we can't even get it started until then. And then the white truck, how could I forget this one? We bought this the other day. If you didn't see that video, we bought this for, actually we didn't say how much. We bought this for $6 grand. We got a lot of good guesses on the video of what everybody thought we bought it for. A lot of close guesses. I don't know if anybody said 6 on the dot though. So we got this for 6, and it's a running driving 7.3 dually crew cab. Pretty much rust free for New Jersey, at least. There's a little bit of rust here and there, but nothing crazy like a lot of these other trucks. Has the ball in the bed, and we're gonna try to use this for our new business, which we told you about in the last video, which is gonna be eventually a dumpster rental business is what we opened up, but there's a lot to go into it still before we quite get to operation. But this is gonna be the truck. Too good of a deal to pass up. We're gonna make it 4-wheel drive because it's 2-wheel. But anyways, we can start this one up. You know, it's got like little cosmetic issues here and there, little things, but it's gonna be a work truck, so I wouldn't really care about it. Gonna need a set of batteries. It's a little lopey this morning, huh? Nah, it runs good. It started right up the other day, easy. It just got batteries are probably a little tired in it. Needs a power steering pump and or fluid. I don't know, haven't looked at it yet, but it's whining pretty good. Swing it around, park it on the grass over here. So she'll be a good girl for us. This will be a perfect truck. All right, so fast forward to the yellow car here. The big cheese, as Brandon Burnt calls it. We're gonna do a cold start. We're gonna get it up this big hill because it's coming home.
It's gonna need some assistance with the truck. We're gonna hook a chain up to it. I just noticed the tarp shed. Did you see it? It moved.
Oh yeah, it did.
The wind.
It's falling down the hill.
Yeah, it was up to here. It moved a couple feet back. Crazy.
Are we taking that or no?
Possibly.
Okay. Well, let's unzip it. Let's see. We got a few things in here. I think my lift cart's in here, right?
Yeah.
Oh, we have the ancient leaf blower too.
Yeah.
So check it out. We got this. This is a Billy Goat leaf blower, I think, actually.
Look at that.
Yeah.
That was top notch back in the day.
I never got to clean the car, but it did run on choke.
The thing's pretty clean.
No, it is. I mean,
It doesn't have any oil leaks or any like seepage of
yeah.
two-stroke mix or anything.
So I believe it's an old Kawasaki engine, and obviously I think it's a Billy Goat leaf blower. I believe there used to be a sticker here that said Billy Goat. I've only been able to find a few of them on the internet. I have no idea what year it is, but it's old. We got this lift cart.
Bring that home.
Yeah, we need this. This is like a hydraulic lift table. It's real nice when you're working on like lawnmowers or quads. You can pick them right up. We have everybody's favorite attachment on the YouTube is the bed shaper that actually half the people hate, and they think it's the stupidest attachment in the world. But I think that's because they don't know what it is.
Or what the video we used was pretty good. It was the middle of summer, but once we get to springtime, and we show before what it looks like it has overgrown bed edges and whatnot, and when we use this, we'll clean it up. People think that was the final result. I think that's the problem.
Yeah.
So we'll do it. We'll show what the final thing is. And
basically it shapes the bed from nothing. So if you didn't have if you wanted to make an edge here
around the arborvitaes,
yeah, and there's no existing edge, that will cut out a perfect edge. There's no shovel, no edging shovel, none of that involved. This takes as fast as you can drive the walker mower, it'll make a bed edge. And then everybody's saying, well, why don't you just use a weed whacker or like one of those classic like weed whacker edgers with the metal blade. All that's going to do is put a line in the dirt if there's no existing
it's not gonna
edge.
shape it.
So this is specifically called a bed shaper for a reason, but it makes its money back. Everybody says it's way too expensive. We found this one used, but we advertised to do bed shaping every single spring, and the machine pays for itself.
This will be its 4th season upcoming, and we've added probably around $2,000 to $3,000 in additional profit we're already there doing the spring cleanup, so while someone's finishing like the back half of the property or whatever, we can zip around with this and do the beds and make extra money while we're there. We're not driving out there separately to do this. So that's just a side note. Problem is, we thought that we were going to clean this out last month when we had the backup walker mower in here. We were going to put most of the stuff on the mower deck and drive it up the hill when the ground wasn't mushy. But the walker's gone, the Bobcat's not here, and we were going to back the truck right down the hill if the ground was frozen, but of course today it's 36 degrees and it's a mushy mess. We got to get the wheelbarrows out of here anyway, so we might as well fill the wheelbarrows with our stuff and we can wheel them right into the trailer.
Come take a look at this box.
Yeah.
We have so much crap in here that we're forgetting where everything is, because it's just been storage and moving and all this stuff. This whole side, you know, like we got the mulch dumper for the Toros right here. Our plate compactors in the back.
The demo saw.
Yeah.
And just some assorted tools that just how moving goes. But once we set it up, we're gonna put it so we know where it all is.
Yeah.
So we're not looking for 20 minutes for something.
And then all
these are brand new tires for the Ferris mower.
Oh yeah, the one that has the flat. Is this one new?
No, the other new one's in the bin. But like they ship them by strapping down the sides, and we can't get the bead to set, regardless of what we try. If anyone can leave recommendations in the comments of how to get this thing seated.
Yeah.
We've tried a strap, we've tried starting fluid, we've tried carb spray, we've tried anything with the explosion method. We haven't tried the biggest tire seater, one of those tools, but we tried a small one. It didn't work. We tried seating manually one side of the tire.
Yeah.
We've tried every single way. We can't get it to blow
the problem is that they also, when they wrap them in plastic, when they come, it's all too tight. It doesn't fit on the rim.
We've tried putting jack stands in the middle to let it sit for a couple of days and stretch it out, and nothing is working. We've left it in the heat in like the basement. Nothing's worked.
Yeah.
And they were expensive. I think it was, I don't know, 100 or 130 bucks for the pair.
Figure that out one day.
Yeah.
More miscellaneous stuff. We got some wheelbarrows.
Yeah, we have. Oh god, we gotta move all this crap.
We got a lot of wheelbarrows.
This is a wheelbarrow. Maybe one video we'll post a little picture. 1998, when I was 3 years old. This exact blue barrel I was pushing up here on the front yard. The framing's different, but we've kept the blue barrel just because it still works. It's cool memories to know that this was my first wheelbarrow working with my dad. But maybe if we find the picture, we'll just chuck it into the video.
And then we got some random other stuff, more wheelbarrows, like a couple batteries, some tires. All this crap has to go. It's just been sitting here. My parents don't want it here anymore because obviously we're moved out, nobody's here anymore.
Cold start, old start. This thing's been sitting here for what? You started it maybe a month ago?
Yeah.
But we didn't move it, we just did a start. Hopefully the battery's still good. Also, I like to, everyone has been throwing comments down when we're asking like a question or whatever. It's cool, but have you guys moved? Anyone moved recently to an apartment, a condo, a house? How was your move? I feel like we've been moving for 6 months. It's just this stuff. It's just never ending. This is like our 20th load of truck and trailer to move stuff, I feel like. But all right, we'll see if this thing will start. The big cheese. That's from the smokestack on this truck. Oh God, the belt's burning. Brandon, Renee, you guys sure you guys want to go for a ride in this thing? We should drive it up to you. You guys can have it. We'll give you money to take it off our heads.
It does, it starts right up.
Ooh. I don't know where to hook it. You want to set that up on like there?
Yeah.
Does the brake work on that?
Yeah, it does. I think you just undid it somehow.
Snaps. You're not gonna roll down.
No, it works. Keep coming right there. Alright, we got that. That wasn't too bad, but it can't do it by itself. It's two-wheel drive and it's got a really bad belt design transmission in it currently, so it doesn't do good on hills. But it started right up. It runs great. I'll show you guys underneath the hood because I know everybody's going to be curious. So that's what's underneath the hood. It's a Hatch diesel. It's a 10 horsepower diesel single cylinder and nothing else really under here. Here's the belt drive behind it. You can't really see it too good, but it's kind of this like crazy little torque converter sort of thing. I think it can be done better, but I don't have the time right now to do it with the business going on and all that. This is going to be like a restoration project one day. But and then I got my little hood stack. I put the hood stack in. I think it looks cool, but it needs a little bit of small details here and there. This is from the stack in my 7.3 truck. That's all the soot from when I had it loaded in the bed. That's not from the engine. But yeah, I'll show you the inside real quick. It's got these like funky doors on it. Two-seater seat belts, dashboard with the wood grain, which is kind of cool. It's a neat little thing. You don't really see something like this, so that's why I bought it. But it is fully titled. It's street legal, so it can take it on any road, even public highways. It can go on anything. It's not a low-speed vehicle. It's a legit, identifies as a vehicle on the title. So it only does about 40 miles an hour, so it's not realistic, but I guess that's what you get for 1974. Goodness gracious.
Thing is a piece of go all the way up though, Jim. How are you gonna get out?
I come out this door.
Can it go up farther?
If you push it, get the door up.
Wow, it's smoky from the belt in here.
But yeah, look at all the smoke coming out of it from the belt. It's shredding the belt.
Can I throw this up and over, you think?
Yeah. Here's the mulch bucket up close. Toro Mulch Force. This goes on our multi-force. It has like this hitch receiver in the front, hydraulic dump. This thing is a beast. We do so many yards of mulch with this thing. We'd like to buy probably 10 of them if we could, but we don't have the employees to run all of them. This thing takes the place of, I'll say, 4 people, because probably even more than that, because you can drive the mulch as fast as the machine goes. No stress on yourself dumping it. You can load this probably 2 times the size of one of these. You can load it all the way up.
Not even 2. But still, I'm out of breath from wheeling that up the
hill. Yeah.
It's a lot of shape, but get on the mower and just drive this right up the hill.
This thing's a game changer for sure.
We wish we had the Toro here to run all this stuff up for us, but the ground's too soft.
But anyways, yeah, there's that. We got so much crap in here, but we're almost done. Just some random stuff. What do you think, Murph? It's all good, right? Back at the OG house, all the stuff's gone. So we got a birthday in the house. Steve's birthday. It's his 28th.
Tomorrow.
Tomorrow. Yeah, I know, but I'm saying basically.
Born on Friday the 13th at 11:11 a.m. Tomorrow's gonna be
Friday the 13th, right?
Yeah, the first one we've had in a while.
Happy birthday.
No, I don't want this on YouTube. No.
So we also have some other great news. You guys want to say it, or do you want me to say it?
You can see.
Steve and Jenna are gonna be parents.
Woohoo.
Ooh, I'll put the picture. They took a nice picture outside of the trailer. I'll put that right in the screen here. So big congratulations to you guys.
Throw it in the comments if you think it's going to be a boy or a girl.
Yeah, gender
don't know- we
reveal
don't know yet.
eventually,
Yeah.
but
Yeah. Throw a comment down what gender you think it'll be, boy or girl. We're just going to wrap this video up here. Last night we said on the live that when I bought the new Walker mower last year, they sent me a care package and I just couldn't find it. We really wanted to have the sign yesterday hanging on the wall. We found it in storage today, this box. Where was it? Is it the side? Yeah, it's got Walker tape on the side. That's how I knew exactly what it was when it was stacked in storage. So you open it up, and it's really cool that they sent this. We'll just start first. This is like a little cool, I guess like a toy, right?
yeah, like
Like
mini
a
model.
replica. Yeah, like
Yeah.
whatever. That's cool.
It's a Walker.
Yeah. It came with 3 hats. All branded Walker mower. That's cool. Probably won't wear these, but I would put them in like my man cave or something.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah. This is you put this together, I believe.
It's like a little, yeah, it's a mechanical wooden
Yeah.
thing, right?
Lawnmower model. You just
Yeah.
gotta put it together.
Oh, look at the back. Show me the back pictures real quick. Like, so the deck actually flips up, the machine flips up. It's like it's for a kid, or what?
Yeah.
It's
Which
pretty
we're
cool.
having a kid, so it works out perfect.
And then this
This is the
says,
sign, but these are
oh yeah, some.
T-shirts. Probably once again wouldn't wear them, but I would hang them up so they can be displayed. Now here's a 2XL. I could wear. We could wear this to like a show or something.
That's cool.
Yeah, this is probably my favorite one out of all of them. This is the coolest part of the whole thing. This is a sign, a light up LED sign. I think it even comes with the stuff to hang it. Yeah, this is the chain to hang it. We'll just plug it in real quick. You'll get the basic gist of it, but plugged into the wall, hanging up behind us. That's bright.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That looks great.
Yeah. And if you didn't know, if you're new to our channel, you're a new subscriber, put the notification bell on. And it'll alert you when we post a video, we post a short, we post a picture. Most importantly, it'll alert you when we go live, which is usually every Thursday at 7 p.m. Just with the holidays and stuff, we're off by a day or so here and there, but every Thursday, weekly going forward, we will be live. So we'll see everyone.
Giveaway.
Yeah.
Pretty much every single live too. So if you show up and basically you're there, you got a good chance of winning. So
Yeah. Thanks for watching this video. If you are subscribed, like we said, hit the bell so it alerts you when our videos go out. But thanks for watching this one. We'll see you in the next video, and we'll see you at the live stream next week.